Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be playing with some newer hot makeup releases. This is not going to be a full face new makeup, but it's honestly nearly a full face of new makeup. I have the new Fenty blushes, the new Tower 28 pressed powder, new Bobbi Brown foundation, the Nars lipsticks, the newest shade in the Saie Glowy. I have some really good products in today's video, so without further ado, let's dive into it. Before we dive into it, definitely hit that subscribe button before you click off this video. Recently, a lot of my viewers have been people who are not subscribed to my channel. Y'all, I knew I had to sit down and film, but your girl was watching Love Island USA. I'm usually very up to date, watching every day with Love Island UK, because I feel like in the past, Love Island USA has not been hitting. Like, it has not been what's up. But the one season I don't want to tune in, everybody's talking about it. So now I literally just finished the Casa Amor recoupling, and oh my gosh. Wow. My heart was beating like it was me standing up there trying to see if my connection was going to come in with someone else. Like I was just, I had to stop myself. I was like, girl, you got to film. Here I am filming. I'll be binging the rest of that later. I'm just going to add a little bit of primer really quickly. I'm using my Cali Ray So Blown primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I love it. I feel like you can already see a huge drastic difference. This is truly one of the best primers. Recently, I picked up the SEPHORA Best Skin Ever color corrector. I haven't used it that much, and I really feel like I've made quite the dent in this. It's like one of those sponge tip applicators. It's really not my favorite applicator. I don't know what made them say, let's do a sponge applicator, because I hate the sponge applicators, but I really like this color corrector. This color corrector is very, very good. They only have 3 different shades, so that's the only downfall about it. But it's very easy to blend. I don't feel like it's an intense orange to where it's hard to cover up. Getting into this right here from Bobbi Brown. This is the new Weightless Skin Foundation. It has SPF 15 in it. I have mine in the shade Neutral Walnut. I'm just gonna say right now, this is not the best shade for me. Okay, it's not the best shade. I literally almost forgot. I have the newest shade in the Saie Glowy Super Gel Rose Glow. So before we get into that foundation, let's try this Super Glow out first. Don't really know how people usually use this, but I'm thinking, ew, that's like really icy almost. Actually looks very pretty on the skin. That looks very pretty. I'm basically just gonna put this in the areas where I would apply my highlighter. It is a little bit icy for my skin tone. There is a bronzy version, and I don't have that one because I couldn't get past the smell of the product. It does smell like, I don't know what it smells like, but I really just couldn't get past it. This looks really pretty for like a nice glow. A little bit icier than I would prefer, but I'm excited to see how this is gonna look under makeup. So let's go into this foundation. I have tried this foundation once before, and I actually really, really liked it. It wore beautifully because this is also an oil controlling foundation. And I feel like this looked like skin when I applied it. The shade is not like the best shade for me, but I went in stores and I looked at all the other shades, and I don't really feel like any of the shades are gonna be the perfect shade for me, so I can definitely make this one work with my bronzer and all of that. I honestly don't think I've tried any other Bobbi Brown products except for like the face base, but that's about it. Like as far as complexion, I have not really dabbled into. I will say I really like how this foundation looks. It definitely does feel lightweight on the skin. This is definitely a medium coverage foundation. I don't really get full coverage even when I build up the layers. I think this is like my 3rd layer I'm going in with just to see if I can get it to be full. It's really not building up to be full coverage, which is fine. What do y'all think about it? It is a newly reformulated version of their OG foundation, so I think it's beautiful. I did not try the OG foundation, so I really cannot compare it for you, but I wore this all day. I really do feel like it did help to control the oils. I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit of bronzer. This used to be one of my favorite bronzers, and it still is, but I've just been reaching for this so much. This is from Made by Mitchell. This is the Blursh in the shade Shade and Laid. Such a good bronzer. I love the undertone of this, and I just love how this blends into the skin. It is a liquid to powder formula. It does set down to like that powdery finish, which is so nice. I love poppies. If I could do a sponsorship with one brand that's not makeup, Please let it be Poppy or Stanley. My favorite one is Cherry Limeade. Let me know which flavor is your favorite from Poppy because I actually have a few in the lineup. I have Cherry Limeade, Strawberry Lemonade or Strawberry Lemon. Which other one? Oh, and Doc Pop, Grape and Orange. Those are my lineups. All the other ones, I've tried every single one. Even the new flavor, the orange cream. My boyfriend actually likes that one. He likes that one. He also likes the blue one that's like you can only get on Amazon or their website. I think it's called Mixed Berries. That one didn't have enough like soda to me. Like enough like fizz. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, enough about Poppy. Let's get into this Tower 28 powder. All the products except for the Saie Glowy Gel I have already used on my own time. So I actually can kind of give you my thoughts on these products because I've tried it before. And this Tower 28 powder, wow, wow, wow. I do not know what they put in this powder, but I am so impressed with this. And I have not been using a loose powder. I've been setting my makeup and my under eyes with this powder. I have mine in the shade Banana. It's talc free, and when I tell you this is so blurring, I cannot wait to use this powder on camera. I'm going in with a little bit of Haus Labs concealer. This is my concealer of choice today. I have really been loving the Haus Labs concealer for every day. It's not really a super glam look because I do feel like the Bobbi Brown foundation is more of a medium coverage. This is perfect. I want a little bit more coverage under the eyes. I'm also going to take some of my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear just because I want as much coverage as I can get. Going in with a powder puff, I just feel like powder puffs blend everything so seamlessly. And I just feel like this powder is so smooth on the under eyes. I love it. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I don't know what they put in this powder, but they killed it. They absolutely killed it. And I usually do not set my makeup with a pressed powder at all. But this one is so blurring and I just don't understand how they did it. Like, how did they make this powder so blurring and so smooth? This powder is so good. Let's get into these blushes from Fenty. Now, I have seen a lot of mixed reviews on these blushes. I do have my thoughts on these. The formula on these blushes is absolutely beautiful. They're buildable. I feel like they last a very long time on the cheeks. I have been wearing these nonstop to really test them out and see how they last, and I feel like they last a very long time. The shade range, however, can really be improved because not all of the shades will work on all skin tones. Fenty did send me a few blushes in PR, and some people were commenting and saying like, oh, can you try this one, this one, and this one? I can look at a product and see that it won't work for my skin tone. I would really, really have to build it up. For me, the two shades that are the most flattering on my skin tone is Summertime Wine, which is this one, which is one of the ones they sent me in PR, and then Daiquiri Dip. They did not send me this one in PR. I actually bought this off the Sephora website, and it is a bright red. I've used the shade on its own, and it's gorgeous. And I feel like this is another shade that will work on deeper complexions. I have seen a lot of people who did get these blushes in PR that have a deeper complexion did not get this shade. And I really feel like this was one of the shades they should have gotten because this one is vibrant, it's punchy, it will show up on every single skin tone. Same thing with this one. Now, another thing that I've seen people say is that the formula is powdery, and I really don't get that with this formula. So I am gonna apply, I feel like you guys have seen this on me. I think I'm gonna use this one today because you haven't seen this one on me. This one is Daiquiri Dip. The formula to me feels like a cream to powder formula. And as you can see with that one little on my face, it is so pigmented and so vibrant, and I went in with a lot. But do you see what I mean by it being like really vibrant? Now, as far as powdery, I really don't get that with this. Now, I can see how some of the lighter shades on deeper complexions can look powdery because it translates kind of ashy on the skin. The other shades I did get in PR, I did not try them. I did not swatch them. I sat them to the side for a giveaway because I know for a fact it's not going to work on my skin tone, so I'm not going to just waste the product and try it and swatch it, unfortunately. So if you wanted to see the other shades on me, I'm so sorry. I just feel like it would be kind of wasteful for me to swatch it knowing that it really wouldn't work for my skin tone. Even if I like use it as like a topper, I just rather put in a giveaway to give to one of you guys. This shade is gorgeous. Hopefully Fenty comes out with some more shades of these blushes because I feel like this formula is really, really nice. I believe in my last haul video, I have this shade on, plus I also have a short up using this shade. So if you want to see how this shade looks on me, definitely go and check it out. But I will say, out of all the shades that I've seen, this one is definitely my favorite one. I just wanted to apply this shade for you on camera, just in case you were curious about this one, because I really haven't seen people talk about Daiquiri Dip, and I think it's super vibrant and really pretty. Moving on to the lips, I have this new lip liner from Morphe in the shade Trendsetter. I have used this, and wow, Morphe killed it with this shade. It is a nice, this is a nice formula. I'm not too familiar with the Morphe lip liner formula, but this is very nice. Now, this is Morphe's reformulated version, and I really like these, and they're only $6 too, which is nice. Very happy to see an affordable option at the drugstore because Morphe can be a little pricey sometimes. They could be a little pricey. Options when it comes to lippies, I put out the Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks. This is definitely one of my favorite releases from Fenty this year. These are so good. They're so good. But I also pulled out the new Nars lipsticks, but I'm kind of thinking we should probably do both. And there's so many that we can use. This one is No Rules. That's very pretty. Or I could do Exposed, which is one of my favorite shades. It's like a nude, which I'm kind of gravitating to. But I kind of want to do something a little different. Oh, and then we have this one called Body Heat. That's pretty. Ooh, should I do with the first one? You know what? Let's do the first one. Let's do something I never usually use. So I'm going to go in with No Rules. Oh, gosh. As I apply this, I'm like, I don't know. It might be a little too warm for the eye look. We'll use this color as a base because it is pretty warm. A little bit too warm for the eye look. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm not going to use the Nars. I have to film something after this. So I'm just going to go in with the Fenty Gloss Stick in Spiced Cold. It's cool toned. It's pretty. It'll go. Will it go? I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is always my problem. When I do a cool toned eye, I never know what lip to pair with it. But I'm thinking I might take a little bit of Fenty Glow as well to lighten it up in the center. Might still be a little too warm. But I'm not mad at it. It's not gonna work. Last option, we're gonna do Tulips Kiss. I feel like this one's gonna be the one. Yeah, Tulips Kiss is the best one. Now that I see that the lips are on, I feel like this Morphe lip liner is a little bit warmer. It's not as cool toned. I don't know. It looks it's pulling a little bit warmer than I thought. So this is the finished makeup look using some newer makeup releases. I love all the products that I used today. The lippy, we had a little bit of a struggle trying to match the cool tone eye, but I think in the end we went with the most neutral that I had in front of me, so I'm not mad at it. But this was super, super fun. I did have one more thing I wanted to talk about. It's not makeup related, but it is the Fleur Heavy Cream Body Mist. Listen, I blind bought this, and I told y'all, and I've said it before, don't blind buy Fleur fragrances, and I did it again. But this was a Fleur website exclusive, and I had to. I love the body mist so much that the way that people were describing this really got me. It got me. And actually turns out that I really love this. This truly smells like a whipped cream marshmallow. It has the notes of lemon sugar, marshmallow orange, jasmine blossom, coconut cream, vanilla mousse, salted caramel, and whipped cream. I don't really get the lemon sugar. I get more like musky, creamy, milky vibes from this. And it just smells very good. I will say, if you're on the fence about this, like your girl was, it took me a while to actually go on the website and purchase this. The way that I can best describe this, I'm not the best at describing scents, but the way that I can describe this one, if you take the musk from Ariana Grande Cloud and add a little bit of like a creamy whipped sweetness to it, just a hint, you get that, and it just smells so good. It smells very good. Like, it truly smells like a marshmallow. When you open up, like you just opened up a bag of marshmallows. Let me know what you guys think about the products that I tried today. I definitely will say you will be seeing some of these products in an upcoming favorites video because I have been reaching for these products nonstop. Also, I'm looking at my makeup, y'all. The Bobbi Brown foundation And this Tower 28 powder is carrying this makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.